Okay, so we're going to make two more reports, which are more past focused. So we're going to look at accounts that have completed onboarding and look at their average time to onboard over time. And then we're going to make one that just looks at launches per month or per quarter per rep. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by making a new report, onboarding projects with opportunity. We are going to start adding some fields to this. So I want go live date, and I want kickoff date. So for this, we're going to be looking at average time to launch. So I also need to adjust the filters. We're going to remove this so it shows all, and then we're going to filter for where stage is go live. And this is going to filter for all accounts that have completed onboarding. Now, what we also have to do is create a row summary field so we can calculate the time for each account that it took to onboard. So we'll call this days to onboard. We don't need decimal points, and we just have to do a simple subtraction of go live date, subtract kickoff date. Now you can choose to use queue date if you want to go from go live to the queue, or you can just go from when the kickoff call. But sometimes there's a delay between when they're ready to actually start onboarding, so people tend to prefer to do this. Now we have this formula here, which is calculating the length of onboarding for each account, and we are going to add a couple more things. So we actually want to change this to be the average because we want to know the average time to onboard. So it looks like it's 83 across all these accounts here. But if we want to get it over time, we need to add another date field so we could see the average over time. So let's just go by close date. So this is going to show us close date, and we're going to group by month. So it's now showing us the average days to onboard for each project based on the close date. You could do this by go live date or whatever date you want to go by. But if you want to do it by when opportunities and projects are entering the queue, this would be how you do it. And if we want to add a chart to this, I like a line chart for this type of graph. So now we're going to see if the average data onboard is going up or going down. And yeah, that's essentially it for this report. So let's save and run it. We'll call it average onboard time per month. And we're going to add this into the onboarding dashboard, save it. And now we have a beautiful line chart here. Let's go ahead and add this to dashboard. We're going to add it to the onboarding dashboard, and we will, let's just keep it as it is. And now we have a nice line chart here, which is showing us the average time to onboard for each month. And that's based on historic data. And I want to add one more chart in here, which is going to be launches per month. And let's go back to reports. We're going to make a new report. We can use the same report type, and then we're just going to use, let's change the filters first of all, and it has to be for ones that have already launched. So where stages go live, we're going to go and look at the go live date, and then we're going to change this to be grouped by month. And here we have it, the count of opportunities by month. If we want to do something like include owner, you could also look at a group of owner who launched per month. That's another way to do it. But I will leave that out, and we're just going to look at the onboarding project name by month. And let's add a chart here. And this is just showing us a count per month. You can go with a column chart, and you can see how many accounts are being launched per month. Super simple metric. Let's save and run it. Per month. Again, based on historic data, we'll go to onboard dashboard, save it. We're going to now add this to dashboard. We're going to go to onboard dashboard. We can keep the settings. We will drag it into position. Save, done. And let's refresh the data. And once this loads, we're going to see a dashboard that has upcoming accounts about to enter the onboard funnel. We have a current view of the onboard funnel, and we have a view of the historical performance of the onboard funnel. So it looks like we are starting to launch more accounts, but it's also taking longer. That's just a simple metric to look at. There's a lot of people in the queue right now. We need to activate those people. Let's look at the upcoming pipeline. Okay, it looks like there's a bunch of accounts set to close in August. Let's get ready for that. This is what your onboarding manager needs to know, and all this data can be pulled from Salesforce if you set up the object correctly, if you set up the workflows to collect data accurately, and if you know how to build reporting. All of this can be done. You don't need to buy an extra software for this. You can just do it in Salesforce, and you will pull all the metrics that you will ever need. I hope you enjoyed this series. I'm going to end it at that, and let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see. Thank you.